Well, sorry we had to start another video. I thought I was just going to pause that, but somehow it didn't work that way. Um, this is like a very symmetric distribution, very symmetric. And this is the weight gain of a mother during pregnancy. So if someone was asking you how much weight does a woman normally gain during the pregnancy, you might say the mean, you might say the median, but realize that that's just the most likely. It's the highest point in the graph, and it's actually kind of shared. I think this is again 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I think these are 5 pound intervals, 5 pound bin widths. And you can see it's really more I don't think a single number is like the best idea for reported weight gain. I think it's better to tell expecting mothers to say, 50% of women will gain between 20 and 40 pounds. That's the middle 50%. Of course, 25% of women will gain more than 40 pounds, and 25% of women will gain less than 20 pounds. It's better to give a distribution, but most people are not really interested in a distribution. They just want to know what's the average weight gain for a mother during pregnancy. But what I want to communicate to you or convey to you is that median and mean are just averages. They're just like the 50-50 line, 50% or less, 50% or more. The mean is just the average of everybody. So it's not really the best way to communicate information. A histogram says this was 3,864 women. This is the amount of weight that they gained. Yes, most commonly reported weight gain is around 30 pounds, 20, 30, 40 pounds. That's like the middle. So you can expect that's a good guess, but I can tell you that there's a lot of variability in this as well. But not that much. If you look at the middle 50%, it's only varying by 20 pounds, from 20 to 40 pounds. But there's a big difference between gaining 20 pounds and gaining 40 pounds and gaining 30 pounds. I think that's kind of, 10 more pounds, 10 less pounds. It's a wide range. It's 20 pounds, 20 to 40. I don't know. Something to think about. All right. So when it comes to this, just start trying to get practice. Just start trying to use the terminology. A lot of the terminology that I'm hoping you're getting is through watching the videos, doing the reading. I think the videos are really good. You'll get a lot of information by watching these videos. You can go through the slides and get a lot of details here. I think all 4 of these are really good. Histogram, box plot, robust statistics, and the features of a numerical variable. These are all really good resources. Because I think a lot of times this is new information, so you got to take in as much information as you can with this. Watch everything that you can. All right, so page 4, I showed everyone how to make histograms, box plots, and summary statistics. And then I asked you again to do this at-home skill check. I would have loved to hear it if there was any issues that you had doing this work. What we're planning to do in class, and we'll wait and we'll do this on Thursday, is we're going to do some in-class practice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 problems to look at. I'll talk about this more when we come to class, because you don't need to do this at home right now. It's good. We do want to spend some time working on a couple of these, but we'll do this on Thursday. What I want you to do before we get to class on Thursday, I want you to read part 2. Part 2 is now about comparing 2 different groups. So we have a good video on this. We have another good video on this. And there's another good video. This is kind of it's good. It has a lot of details. It's a good review. I will say that. It talks about explanatory response variables. So that's a good video. But then what we're hoping to get to is page 8, which is the skill demonstration, which is now, we're getting to more complicated graphics now. We're comparing 2 groups of summary statistics. We're putting 2 box plots side by side. We're doing histograms. So we're going to decide if we're going to do an overlay histogram or a faceted histogram. So there is a lot more complexity to this. Please work through these, read these, make sure you watch the videos, make sure you kind of understand what's going on here. Again, for this whole page, what you're going to be comparing is you're going to be comparing the time of work for the two locations, Sunnyvale versus Fremont. That's for all of these questions here. I did a lot of the work for you here, so you might not find this like really, you might be like, oh, the work's already done, I don't need to do this. You still should try to do this. You should try to follow these instructions and see if you can create the histograms that I'm doing here. And then the last thing I want you to try to do before you come to class is to try page 9, which is the at-home skill check part 2. So there will be 1, 2, 3 videos to look at. And then when we come to class, we'll work on page 10 in class, and we'll work on page 7 in class. Now I want to show you something I've been doing on the Canvas page too. If you look on the Canvas page now, you'll see I have Module 1's practice checkpoint. If I got the right pages, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, don't want page 10. Okay, I'll have to fix that. We don't do page 10. Sorry. Module 1 checkpoint. So you can go to this. We're going to have a checkpoint in class. We're going to have a checkpoint on filtering, combining levels, and binning. So if you click on this link, you can get to the solution, but I recommend try to do these problems first. This is what the quiz will look like. It'll be 3 problems, 1 on filtering, 1 on combining levels, and 1 on binning. That we'll have at the last part of class tomorrow, probably the last half of class on Thursday. I've also tried to, let me see. Yeah, so I want to change this. It's not 7 to 10. I don't know why I said 7 to 10. I think I got the wrong. I just read this a little wrong in my head. So we want to say, yeah, I was all messed up on this. It's actually what, okay, I don't want to waste your time on me talking about this slide. I'll fix this assignment in a minute. I think that's it. I think that's all you need to know for tonight. Well, I hope everyone has a good day. I feel like I will be ready to go. I just had a terrible night of sleep last night. I was really in no shape to try to go into work and try to teach. I know watching a video is nothing like being in class, so be patient with me. It's all right because I'm not going to push us fast. I'm not going to, I know that we didn't have class today, so we'll cover things back on Thursday. We'll start going on, cover what we missed. I'm not just going to skip everything that we did today. All right, I'll see y'all later.